How's it going today, guys? Gameaholic here with a very interesting Retro Modern Pickups video. I like to get things resurfaced because certain games are worth a value. Within this box, there is something of that. Let's check it out. So this might be a bit of a longer video today, guys, but I'm going to try to speed through it just a little bit, so stay put. Starting first on the GBA, which we don't find often, is Pitfall: The Mayan Adventure for the GBA. This is a side-scroller game. It's pretty good. I have the home console versions, but I figured, hey, what the hell if I want to do a full-fledged video? Now I have most of the versions of this game, so hey, I'm not going to complain for $3. Where I am going to complain for $3 is the next game I'm going to show you, and that's Enchanted Once Upon Andalasia. I probably butchered that name, so this is based off of the Disney movie with Patrick Dempsey, Derek Shepherd. So obviously I don't know a lot about the game, but I'll let the footage speak for itself. This may have video written all over it eventually. Also, next up on the list comes CIB for the DS, FIFA Street 2. Now, the only reason I picked this up is because it was complete in box. You usually see DS games missing something every now and then, but this wasn't missing anything. So for $3, hey, I'm not going to complain. Next up on the list, for the OG Xbox that just fell out of the box, it is loose, no box, and that is Malice for the original Xbox. So from what I have learned, this is a pretty terrible game, but that's why I pick up sometimes terrible games for halfway decent prices, because I want to shoot videos on them, and Malice is one of them. So added it to the collection for around $4. Hey, good price, bad game. Next up on the list, now we found this one in a previous video, so I'm not going to really show any footage on it. That's Sims Busted Out. This is the Sims game that's not like the regular Sims. You could actually control your character. The reason I picked this one up, again, was because my wife will not play anything on the Xbox. So I had to get it for PlayStation 2, so thanks, Amanda. Anyway, next up on the list, for the PS2, I am on a mission to get all the Slugfest games. We don't really talk about sports unless it's a certain one, and that is Slugfest 2004. So as of this video, I am only missing Slugfest Loaded, which apparently is the most expensive, which is not crazy because I think it's less than $20. But I am down to one Slugfest game as of this video, so hopefully we get it. Next up on the list, Galaga Destination Earth. Now, I had no idea that this even existed. This is a 2D, 3D basic, you know, it's Galaga. It's probably like the 98th version of it. But it's actually not bad. I actually tested this game out when I got it because it looked a little beat up. But for around $4, CIB, I'm not going to complain. I'm actually looking forward to doing a Galaga video soon. Maybe all the different versions of it. That would be great. So now the last 6 games we're going to talk about today. Yes, 6. I think are all pretty good to Meyer mention on this. And the first 2 we're going to talk about, they're NES games. First one being Double Dragon. Now, you obviously know about the Double Dragon series. For some reason, I was missing the first and third NES game. And the first game tends to go for a couple of bucks. I got this for around $3, so I am not going to complain. The other NES game we're going to add to the collection today is Jackal. Now, Jackal is an old school classic, which I've heard of, but actually never played. I'm trying to get my hands on a lot of these older NES-style arcade games that came out, and Jackal just happened to be one of them by Konami that missed my line of vision 25 years ago. So this was good to add to the collection for the same price, around $3 or $4. Next adding to the collection, for the 360, Gun. So I do own this game already on PS2, but as I've said in previous videos, I try to get the more definitive versions of games, so either Xbox, Xbox 360, PS3. you know how it goes. Some older consoles tend to suffer graphically. So picking Gun up for the 360, I got this for $1. And the game goes for around $12 or $15 loose. So hey, what an ad and what a price. Next up, adding to the collection. Now these are the final 3 games. 2 are resurfaced. 1 is a game that I didn't think I was going to own unless it was just on the Evercade. It's loose, but it is 40 winks on the PlayStation. Now, while this is not a high-end type of game, there is a lot of high-end controversy behind this game from when it was released back in the day. Not to mention that we missed out on the 64 version until Limited Run Games ended up releasing it. Boo. And it's great that, you know, I have a physical version of this. That's not the Evercade version. I got this, hard to believe, for around $4. So I'm actually looking to eventually complete this one. The second to last game we're adding to the list, a game that eluded my grasps, because I thought I had it and I guess I didn't. This is Spider-Man for the PlayStation. So now this one, for some reason, when I had initially got it, I paid $2 for it, which is an outstanding price. The game just did not want to play. I took it to go get resurfaced. I put it in my PS2, went to the title screen, and it died there. Then I read recently, and this is a good little bit of advice for all you people out there in video game land, use your PS3 to play the PS1 games. Now, while I know that the PS1 games do play in the PS3s, I didn't realize that the laser was a lot better than the PS2, especially when it was the Slim, because I've always been told the Slim laser is pretty good. Apparently not. So I did learn something on this. Again, a $20, some odd $20 game for $2. Now the last game we're adding to the collection. It is a banger. Now I paid around $9 for this. And it had to be resurfaced, but I can happily say it plays. And that is Family Guy Back to the Multiverse. Now this is around a $50 game loose. Obviously the price was fantastic. Getting that game to work was an absolute must due to its value. It took a couple of tries to get it to work, but I can gladly say I cannot wait to play this game. Now I completed all the Family Guy games. Thanks again, guys, for tuning into another Retro Modern Pickups video. Across all forms of social media, you know where to find me. I love making these videos. I hope you love watching them. Don't forget also to visit Cyretro, Tiger Chainsaw, Seancopedia. I love to switch them up. But hey, stay retro, guys.